Coupler, and welcome to my Let's Play / stream of Star Trek Online. I am the Big B82, and this is a KDF Tactical Officer, part 65, and we'll be Broken Circle. We are going to undertake another mission in the Iconian War story arc. To recap, we went on a mission to try to find the Kremin after we discovered a Kremin artifact being sold by a Ferengi salesman on Drozana. We managed to convince him, and with Captain Nog we went to find the mysterious Kremin, and we found them. They were out of shift, and now we're going to be building a weapon which will be able to puncture time and pretty much erase the Iconians before they even existed. Time as a weapon. What could possibly go wrong? So, we are now going to undertake another mission, which is, again, as I said, it's Broken Circle. We're going to go and see what's going on, and I shall get the mission, and we shall find out what Captain Kagran wants us to do.
Please report to the Kyana System. Our partnership with the Kremin is starting to bear fruit, but the project may take more time to complete than we have left. We must consider any plan that ensures our survival.
Short and to the point. Now, at the time of this recording, or when I did this stream, then I might have to skip, because we're nearing the end of this. Yesterday's war, which is next, is bugged, as you can see, and when this was recorded, so I might have to skip it, and I might have to skip Future Proof, which is linked to it. Problem is, Future Proof is linked to New Frontiers, so I might have to put the Klingon character on hold until this is fixed. Or we never know, maybe it might pop if we do this, and it might pop, so we never know. We'll have to wait and see what happens. So, let's begin. Broken Circle. Should be a patch coming at some point, because there's a next round of this lot's happening, so and you got the summer event as well, so hopefully they're going to fix it. Fingers crossed. Doesn't make my life awkward if I can't do the mission.
You are cleared for docking.
Takis, it's been a while since I've seen you. Captain Kagran has sent his aide, Lieutenant Tulek, to give you a brief tour of the Kremin research facility. So far, the Alliance venture with the Kremin has been very productive. Together, our teams are making progress towards completing Animax's designs for a ship capable of temporal incursions. The Lieutenant is waiting to greet you, sir.
Greetings. On behalf of Captain Kagran and Alliance Command, I am pleased to welcome you to our research station. The Captain is completing his preparations. In the meantime, I will give you a tour of the facility, where we are building a weapon that will end the Iconian threat once and for all. Follow me. Our researchers can explain how the weapon works and answer any questions you may have.
Either way, Lieutenant.
And here, we have the development area.
How much do you know about the Kremin, 7 of 9?
The Borg have extensive records on the Kremin. They were a species of great interest to the Collective.
I'm not sure I like the idea of the Borg studying us like a bug in a petri dish. I'm not sure I like the idea of the Borg studying anyone.
And what about the Iconians?
The Collective spent a great deal of resources pursuing Iconian technology. They believed the species to be extinct. They were incorrect.
So much for the Borg knowing everything.
The Iconians' technology is far beyond even the capabilities of the Borg.
Fine. But what about shielding the ship that's using the weapon? We haven't solved the paradox problem yet.
This is not my first experience with alternate timelines. It would be possible to develop a form of temporal shielding to protect this vessel from alterations in the timeline.
Okay, speak with researcher Jen.
Welcome to our facility. I'm working with one of the teams here to develop the time ship and choose a target. What we do is different from time travel. Anorax's designs are actually for a weapon that can remove elements from the time stream completely, and then time reshapes itself to account for that absence.
Time reshapes itself? Doesn't that mean reality itself will change?
In some ways, yes. Once the weapon is fired, it can create an entirely new reality. And anyone or anything that isn't temporarily shielded will be a part of that reality. That's why we have to proceed slowly. If we're not careful, we could change everything we know and not even know what's happened.
That could be dangerous to us if it is to be as it is to Iconians.
But think of the possibilities. We could reverse the effects of wars, stop threats like the Iconians, even turn back time and eliminate the Borg. This is a weapon, but it's one that can make a better galaxy.
Well, yeah, but the Borg, you have to have repercussions, you know. If you eliminate the Borg, certain races might not come into being, you know, from the Borg being a threat, you know. And it might weaken races who've developed the technology to fight the Borg, end up, you know, time paradoxes and shit. You know, perhaps, I'll go off on a tangent, perhaps, but many terrible things have come about from the best intentions.
Captain Kagran's briefing is about to begin. Follow me to the conference room.
Lead the way, Lieutenant. Puny creatures. Welcome to Star Trek Walking Simulator. Captain Kagran.
Greetings. I have heard much about your victories against the Iconians. It is an honor to work with a hero of the Empire. We are almost ready to begin. First, however, Starfleet's temporal agent would like a word. He has concerns about our plans for the Kremin weapon.
Aye, sir. I wanted to talk to a Federation time person. You know, there is a Klingon version of him. Hello, Philip Gray.
Greetings. My name is Philip Cray. I'm the liaison from Temporal Investigations for this project.
Pleased to meet you. Why does this project need an liaison?
The Federation has some serious concerns about possible violations of the Temporal Prime Directive. Normally, Starfleet personnel are strictly prohibited from directly interfering with historical events, and should make every effort to maintain the timeline. I understand that Klingon temporal intelligence has similar regulations in place.
And yet, this weapon is being created for exactly that purpose.
Indeed. That should tell you how serious this war has become. If the Iconians win, there probably won't be anyone left to preserve the timeline. In this instance, my role is to ensure that we succeed in our task with the minimal possible disruption to the timeline, as well as to address any repercussions of those disruptions.
So the directive is only a directive when it is convenient.
I don't disagree. As a Starfleet officer, I am sworn to uphold the Temporal Prime Directive. Not only that, but I have seen firsthand the dangers that come from ignoring it. But as the Vulcans say, the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. The Iconians cannot use time travel, and that makes it a weapon we can use against them. We must consider carefully whether it is too dangerous of a weapon to use at all.
I understand, Agent. I'll do my best to help you. I completely agree with him. You know, you can't dick about with time travel, and you can't just use it as a well. We should forget about the Temporal Prime Directive until the war ain't going well. So I guess what it is.
The war is not going as well as we might wish. Our fleets are protecting key worlds, but dozens of other targets have fallen to Herald attacks. Civilian casualties are rising. We need to act. This facility is building a device to turn the tide in our favor. Captain Nog, what is the status of the weapon?
We've had some setbacks, Captain. We're still weeks from a working prototype. No amount of temporal manipulation will change that.
And have you chosen a target for the temporal incursion?
We are still running simulations. We've configured the holodecks to help us evaluate the possible changes that occur after removing an element from the time stream. Some of these scenarios show promise, but none are exactly what you want.
Very well. We cannot afford to wait another day. We are losing this war. We need to strike now. A direct engagement is our only option. We will put all our resources into a full attack on the Iconians. Every ship we can muster will be a part of one massive strike against the Herald Sphere. Captain Paris is already moving into position with the Vanguard. Ships here will report to the Herald Sphere as soon as possible. There will be more warriors in Stovokor tonight. But first, we will make the Iconians bleed.
A good plan. Beam us up. Always an excellent plan when it comes to Klingons. Klingons make brilliant plans, you know. All that full-on suicidal assault against the Star System Sphere controlled by a fleet of Iconian ships. What could possibly go wrong? Now you're losing the war. Might get a prolific victory, eh? Orders are coming in from Captain Kagran now, sir. The battle has commenced and Captain Paris preparing to engage the enemy. The Qatar is to rendezvous with the task force waiting in the Kyana System and then report with them to the Herald Sphere to reinforce the ships already there. That's a lot of ships.
You are the last ship to arrive. We are ready to set course for the sphere.
Walk to the Herald Sphere.
Alpha Wing, you are cleared for departure.
They came back. It's like, nope. So our fleet is in complete disarray. We're picking up multiple distress calls, as well as incoming transmissions from Captain Paris. Do you want me to put him through on a main viewer? Yes.
Am I glad to see you? It's just not working. The Iconians are gating in their ships, and they have far more reserves than we anticipated. I've called for a hold on the flagship assault until we regroup. There's no point in a suicide run. First, we need to help our ships in trouble. Can I count on you to help?
We'll do what we can to carry those ships, Captain. You're a Klingon. Die with honor.
Shield.
Commander Nobleman, RRWK. Require
Today is a good day to die. Okay, what's the next plan?
We're falling back.
I cannot do that, Captain. A Klingon does not run from battle. Farewell, Captain. Today is a good day to die.
Copla.
All right, people, we've got one shot at this.
What is it with his crew, with his Delta thing and them committing suicide?
We'll take care of the reinforcements. Follow that dreadnought.
Okay.
We are clear to enter the gateway.
It's like I wouldn't want to be in that Delta flight. They seem to have a high turnover ships and personnel. I mean, the last mission we did with them, someone blew up. Well, he wasn't really a suicide. He got a face full of planet-destroying lasers. So, but that one, yeah, I don't know. Fortunately, honourable suicide. I don't know. Would that count to get into Stothacor? Well, that would be considered dishonourable. We travelled to the inside the sphere. We travelled inside the sphere. Well done, Frack. You figured it out. From what we know, the Heralds used this sphere to control the project of the Iconian Gateway network. We had to strike forces assaulting the sphere like this once since the beginning of the war, but they've never managed to do more than knock the gateways offline temporarily. First priority is finding our strike teams. Enemy flagship is straight ahead. Priority Hal from Captain Paris. Put it on screen.
The flagship's shields are down, and it's losing power. Looks like they're trying to interface with the sphere to give themselves a boost. This might be our one chance to board it and take control. I have 3 troop transports standing by.
Understood. We'll clear a path. Well, we said from what we know, we do know because we were here. No, somewhere down in the dark depths of this sphere is the body of Terrace. After Sailor decided to give her a one-way trip to the bottom. So, yeah.
Signaling the carriers to move into position now. Herald reinforcements inbound. We need to deal with them.
Where? Where? Where's the graphical glitches all of a sudden on this game? Ah, there they are. Come face death! I actually watched the episode where the Iconians make their first mention of the Iconians on Star Trek. Kill that side of the gateway. Come on, bring it. You're very dead, boy. Wow. Let's bring to the flagship.
Boarding parties are on the flagship and reporting heavy resistance. I'll stay here and keep any reinforcements off your back. You need to transport to the flagship and help our teams there.
And I shall beam to the flagship. For glory and honor awaits. I believe. So the interference from the sphere is blocking some comm signals. Attempting to compensate now. Do what you can.
Great! We got through. What's your status?
We're safely aboard.
We can't reach any of the other away teams.
We're safely aboard. Away teams are engaging the heralds.
Acknowledged. Sensors are picking up power fluctuations near your coordinates. The impact with the Quartar must have disrupted their systems. Start disabling anything you can reach. If we do enough damage, maybe that will help us take their ship.
Sounds like an old-fashioned pirate raid, Captain. You're gonna fire the bloody gun, or you're just gonna stand there and stare at them menacingly?
Away teams are attacking power junctions, but they are encountering heavy resistance. It would be an honor to join your team, sir.
Follow me.
Away teams reporting in, sir. Heavy resistance and heavy casualties. Detecting life signs and weapon discharges dead ahead.
Die, insignificant speck. Hello, Romulans. Join us.
I am detecting Federation and Herald weapons fire beyond this door. There is also a power junction.
Hello, Feddies. Need some help? Ooh, I'm real scared. She's the leader.
Tara is retreating. She might be trying to recharge her energy.
She's the,
Whoa, what are you doing over there? The fluctuations are increasing exponentially.
We disabled some power junctions, but Matara's escaped from using a gateway. We must be doing some damage to get her attention.
Interesting, but it makes sense. The Iconians are energy beings. If Matara can't use the ship's systems, she'll use herself as a battery for the gateways. But that's probably dangerous for her. She's bleeding herself dry with every gateway. Keep at it. If you can drain enough of her energy, she might make herself vulnerable.
Herald, reinforcements! We need to disable the other junction, sir.
I was in the middle of doing that.
There is another power junction ahead.
But we need to disable the junction. I was in the middle of doing that before you rudely interrupted me and the Terrors decided to turn up. And frack, heal yourself, you fucking donut. You're a goon, man. Be a goon, otherwise I'll fire you out an airlock. What have we here? Guess you never read Sun Tzu. Overconfidence breeds foolish actions.
The demon is weakening. Keep disabling the power junction.
It's working! She's using her own energy to power the gateways.
Me big gun, you small.
More reinforcements, sir. The area is secure. The other interface is just over there. I am detecting a third junction ahead.
Watch out for the bread boss.
Another junction just ahead, sir. If we can keep forcing the creature to use her own power, we can weaken her enough to defeat her.
You know, you're very annoying. Like, it's through here. Yeah, I can see that. I mean, I can only go one way.
I am detecting strong energy signatures ahead. I believe it to be some kind of command center.
Well, I face off against Vakir himself. You are not Vakir.
Scans confirm her energy readings are accurate. This could work. Prepare yourself!
Is that the best you can do?
We must disable the other interface before we continue.
It's the final junction. Do do do. Do 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 do. It's like lava. Do do do. Do do do
The
do
area
do.
ahead contains 4 interface junctions.
Yeah. Cool. I destroyed the Lord of the Underworld, so meh. I'm Molo. Yeah. I'm 2 for 2 against deities, sunshine.
Reinforcements on their way. Reinforcements. Watch your back.
think it's time to unleash my little friend. Where is he? There he is. Not caring. You had plenty of opportunity to run away. You chose to fight. It's best to know when to fight and when not to fight. Basic rules of strategy. Learn them. No. Fight them. Hey, she had plenty of chance to retreat. It was her own bloody fault. Kiss my ass, the cat.
You made it back. Count yourself among the fortunate few. What's the situation on the flagship?
Matara is dead.
I hate to say it, but that might be the first bit of good news I've heard all day. Okay, we need to fall back. While there's still a chance, the Heralds will be coming back in force.
Acknowledged. So many ships.
These warriors died well, and they will not be
Gateways
forgotten.
are opening on the edge of the system. Alliance commands ordering all available ships to fall back and not engage Herald ships. It's time to go. Hardly doubt you had a friend on there. We Klingon Defense Force. We haven't been friendly with the Federation for what? A couple of months? Recover all we can, sir. For you survivors, all these ships, all these people. Ready? Steady. This is not the time for more. Let's get the hell out of here. Let's go back to the Kyana System. Let's go and shout at Captain Kagran and his stupid plan. We have returned to the Kyana System. Several of the senior officers are waiting for you in the conference room. Just cut through here because we're lazy. Captain Nook.
I don't think we have a choice now. We have to complete the Kremin device. Captain Kagran wants it online immediately. But this isn't something we can rush. Cutting corners with temporal mechanics? That's how you end up with unsolvable time paradoxes. Look, I'll do whatever I can, but I'm scared of this technology. Building it will be the greatest challenge of my career. but actually altering time? I'm not sure anyone should have that much power.
I understand your concern, but it's our best option. Paris?
I want to personally commend you. Whatever success we had in this mission was thanks to you. The Iconians have lost their leader. Their unity is broken. That might give us an opening to end this war. The cost, though, all those people, I can't help but feel that I failed them.
You can't blame yourself, Captain. They knew the risks and they were willing to take them. Starboard Core has some new visitors. And Captain Kagran.
Despite the extraordinary efforts of you and many others, our operation was a failure. We're still totaling up the casualties, but the cost was too great. The Heralds still stand. They have lost one Iconian, but if anything, that will only prolong the conflict. Defeating Matara was a combination of the sacrifice of Guroth and many others, your quick thinking and martial prowess, and the Iconians' arrogance. Matara did not believe an Iconian could die. The others will not make the same mistake.
We had to take the risk, Captain. We couldn't wait for the Kremin weapon.
Many of our warriors have entered Stavokor this day. We will miss having them at our side in the next battle. But we will continue to fight and survive another day.
And we will defeat the Iconians. Are you ready to return to the KOTOR? I am. And with this, we are done with Broken Cycle. We will return for Butterfly, which is the penultimate mission in the Iconian War. So how be good, Captain. I have nothing. Who the hell are you? Engineer Tamara. She's popped up before. Tamara. Now she's part of the mission for that's broken at the moment. She's the one that gives us the mission to do Temporal Ambassador. So no, so she's on the first city in Kronos. So that's who she is, so to speak. With Captain Kagran.
And we will mourn for every hero who died defending their galaxy. I am a warrior. I believe in honorable combat, direct tactics, and looking my enemy in the eye. Although you did manage to destroy Matara and break the unity of the Iconians, I now see that we cannot use traditional combat to defeat them. Captain Nog and his team will continue their work on the weapon. It may be our only option.
Anti-Croton infused Tetrion. Well, I can repeat and do this mission, but we shall get reactive armor catalyst pack. What the hell that is. So, when we return in part 66, and we will return in part 66, we'll be doing Butterfly, and that will be fun. Until then, thank you very much for watching. I'm the Big B82. Please subscribe, comments are welcome, thumbs up are appreciated. Kapla for now, and ciao. And I shall see you in that mission. So we'll be back for Butterfly. Ciao for now. Thank you very much. Bye bye.